Welcome back to our Breakout Trader. This is the GMT V2 Renko Breakout Trader. What we're going to have a look at now is we're having a look at setting up the ranges of the high and lows. So for us to take a trade, we need to preset how much movement we want to see in our breakout trader. So ideally what we want with the breakout trader is we want minimal price movement. So we're wanting to see the MACD and price on its own starting to oscillate or consolidate or trade within a range. So there's a couple of things that we need to see first. First up, we need to set a maximum range that we want to see before we take a trade. So to me, on the crude oil, I've set mine as 60 points. So I want to see price start trading within a range here, and I've set that as 60 points. If it trades outside of that range before my prerequisites are met, then I'm not going to get a trade. But at the moment, you can see here that price is trading within this range. If we just stylize this a little bit and just open that up a bit with weight, you can see there's the start of my range at 60 points, and price is moving in here. The other thing I need to see is now that's going to have a bar count. So as price trades in this range, it's counting the number of bars back. So I've set mine to count back count back because it's looking as a count back period, 80 bars. So it's taking this information in here to make a decision on whether to take a trade. So the first thing I need to see is price within this range of 60 points. I need to see that happen within an 80 bar count at least. And then the next thing I'm looking for is my support resistance to print. So I'm wanting to see at least three plus support and resistance areas print on my chart within my range. So you've got the option to decide what that number is, because that's a variable option. So you might decide, well, I want to have 5. But what I've found from my testing on crude oil and other markets, that between 3 and 4 is a good number. You'll find that you'll get a fair few setups using that. You can see here that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of our support. So we have our prerequisite met. We've got our 4 support resistance. Now we could have made that 3. That would have been our zones there, 3 and 3. Once they're met, we're looking for the breakout, but we've selected 4 as our option. Now the next thing I want to see is once I've got that established, I want to see my MACD support resistance. Once my zone is starting to be established, whether it's 3 or 4, I want to have a look back here to make sure that I've got my dots within my zone that I've selected between my MACD high and low. So I've got a positive 20 or a negative 20. I've got positive 40, negative 40 here. I need to see the MACD trade in this area, change its dots in this area at least the same number of times that my support does. So you can see here red dot. So we'll count them: 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 4 changes, so we've clearly got it on the red side. On the green side, we'll see what we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got on the red, the green side as well. So that's something that we've obviously got to have before we take the trade. So traders, what we're looking for now is to get into this trade. So the way that happens is that once we've got our 4 support resistance confirmation points, which we have here, we've got support and resistance putting 4 times. We have our range, which is plus 50. You can see here that what we're looking for now is we're looking for an entry, and our entry comes with a breakout of this MACD BB. So that has to happen. Now the breakout occurs when our red or green dots explode outside of the upper or lower Bollinger Band. So you can see here that, or move outside, you can see here that occurs just here. We've got our move outside of our Bollinger Bands, and it comes at around, let's just push that over to there. So that's about 536, but that's not our entry. That's the trigger for our entry. Our entry is actually we actually have to close above the previous swing high. So that's if we go back to our previous swing high, which is here. You've got resistance 4. We have to close above that value there, which is 45.25. So once we get a close above there, which happens actually around about here at 552.36. That's our entry. So we're long there on a breakout. So once we get into the trade, it's up really to you or the trader as to what type of stop you're using. In this example, the trade's moved 34 points. Typically what would happen is you'd use either a dynamic take profit, which we do have with our MACD. When that goes from green to red, as you can see here, we get a push up, nice run up, and then our first MACD close back into the Bollinger Bands. That would potentially be an opportunity to take profit. Or you might be using a trailing stop, either the 50, the 200, or the VWAP, or the price channel as your trailing stop. There's a number of trailing stops that we use, but if you did opt for the bigger trailing stop, so the VWAP, you're going to pick up some of these huge moves. But obviously, too, there's going to be times when you have some good profit and then give a fair bit back. So it's pretty much a case of making sure you do your relevant testing to find out which kind of a trailing stop is going to be more suitable for you. And as I said before, there are some nice big moves on the Renko, custom Renko on crude oil, and an opportunity for you to use some of those trailing stops to pick up some of those bigger trends. So thank you for your time. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and hope you enjoyed the video update. Cheers.